Hi everybody. Wow, it's been a few days. Holy cow, welcome to Marks on the Grill, Coast to Coast on Butter and Toast edition, because we're in the RV. And I gotta tell you something, man. If you tune in every now and then, you'll notice that everything's like always sparkling clean. Everything's in the right spot. Everything's like you know, we're on day 32 of our 32-day cross-country adventure. So I didn't clean up at all. Man, what a trip. Hey, so listen, we have had just the best darn time. If you've been following our adventures, we appreciate it. Leave in the comment section for us some of the stops that you really liked. Maybe some of the stops you'd like to see on one of our next trips. Where are you at? Maybe we'll head your direction. Who knows? We just had so much fun, not only traveling around, but I mean, you know, doing what we just came to do, man, which was, you know, really experience the cuisine and the food of the area. So when we start talking, oh, by the way, if you saw in the title, we're in Nashville, Tennessee right now, and you know, we've been trying to pick these different regional dishes to do in these different spots. And we're like, when we were in Memphis, ribs, right? When we were San Antonio, El Paso, we did a lot of Southwestern stuff. What else did we do? We were Flagstaff. We did whatever Flagstaff people eat. Now, so now, right? Oh, Graceland. We made those really disgusting Elvis burgers. I don't think anybody's gonna ever eat those, right? So we're looking around here, and like all the top foods are already on our list. But then we start looking around, and like, okay, mac and cheese is everywhere, man. Mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese. So we have something, you know, like, you know what? It's a vegetable here, so I can get on board with that vegetable, man. So this is just a really basic way to make a mac and cheese, and then from here, doctor it up, man. Have fun with it. Add bacon, a little Guinness instead of the milk. So here's where we're at. You're going to start with about one full stick of butter. Or is that a quarter stick? Half a stick? Whatever 8 tablespoons is, okay? If it's got 4 sticks in there, use one of those. It's got 2 sticks in there, cut it in half and use that, okay? And then you're going to use an equal amount of flour, so quarter cup. Melt the butter down, put flour in there. That makes your roux, like when you're walking around Tennessee and it's 105 degrees, making a roux. All right, and then you're going to add slowly 3 cups of milk. Now, if you want to replace 1 cup of milk with a cup of Guinness, or, you know, whatever your ratio needs to be for the day. I don't know, making this on a Friday or a Monday, I guess it's your call. And then you're going to go ahead and get that kind of the point where I'm at right now. And one of the 4 cheeses that we're going to put in is cream cheese, all right? So now that I've got it in there, I've got the heat way down, and we're going to use about 1/3 of our cheeses here, all right? And we're just going to start working that on in there, and we're going to save a little bit. Now, I actually already have a batch out in the smoker, out in the Traeger, because honestly, I couldn't think of an hour and 10 minutes worth of stuff to talk about with you while this cooked, okay? So we're going to go ahead and freeze these, you know, for our friends and our family, because I got to tell you, man, mac and cheese like this is just one of those, you know, you got to share it. You absolutely got to share it. You can't make a serving for one, all right? Put that away. Now we're going to do some Parmesan cheese. And again, we're going to save some for up top. Now outside, we use the smoked Gouda, all right? We're going to go a little bit different this time because we want to have a couple of flavors. Anytime you add smoked anything to a dish, that smoke flavor, it's going to get in there, man. It's not, you know, it's not maybe going to take over, but you're not going to be able to escape it with, you know, bread or a drink or anything like that. That smoke flavor's in there. So if you're making smoked mac and cheese and maybe you don't have access to a smoker, or you like really want a crazy, rich smoked flavor, use a smoked cheese at the same time. This one, though, we're going to let the smoker do the talking and just kind of put it in there uncovered. So we're going to use Havarti and keep it on the mild side. There we go. What's that?
So they put jalapenos in it a lot here.
Oh yeah, here there's so many different ways here. They yeah, we had it the other night, the jalapenos in there. So listen, while this kind of does its thing, I got to tell you, if you've ever been to Nashville, Memphis, anything like that, every single menu has a sausage and cheese plate. Every one of them. Right? Doesn't matter where I think McDonald's has it on there. Sausage and cheese, right next to the McMuffin. And we started thinking, okay, you know, we haven't ordered one of these because honestly, we make sausage and cheese plates at home all the time. What could the big deal possibly be? So we went out last night down to, what do they call that?
Western World. Gulch. The Gulch.
No, that's not the Gulch. It's like that main 3 or 4 blocks where Ebb's music thing is and like the record store. Anyway, on the corner of Broadway and whatever that street is, It's this big barbecue joint. Of course, there's live music playing in there, which is so cool. I love this place, man. Thank God the plane didn't land here first. So we decided, listen, we're going to order one of these sausage and cheese plates. And it was almost like an afterthought. It was like, okay, we need to spend $9 more on food. Just we got. So it's at the table, and it's almost being ignored, if I'm being honest with you. We're eating our wings. So then I see Trish do the exact same thing that I did, and that was like, reach for a sausage just to say we had it, and we'll move on. We'll bring it on to the kids. And this has to be one of those places where that grill, because here's what they do. They cut it lengthwise, or not lengthwise, was that like diagonally? Right? Make small sausages look bigger. And then they put grill marks on it, on their grill. So whatever grill they've got in the back there that's been cooking stuff since 1934 just shined through on these sausages, man. And it was like popcorn. It was so good. There was other stuff on the plate, but we didn't really care. That was amazing. That was actually one of my favorites.
Yeah.
What about you? You got any favorites of the trip?
The food.
We're on the spot.
Barbecue.
Just
Barbecue ribs.
Yeah, the barbecued ribs. When we went to Memphis, which was our last stop, we were like, as soon as we went in, man, we're like, yeah, we're there. This is it. This is Memphis. This is where the ribs come from, man. The whole town smells like baby back something. So we and by the way, there's a video on both YouTube and Facebook of the ribs that we did. So we'd gone out one night to the #1 rated rib joint on Yelp. And, oh man, they were good. We talked to the guy, and he gave us a couple of pointers and tips. And so listen, we've got Parmesan here, I got cheddar in here, so here, I'm gonna, hey man, I'm gonna give you a little bit of, actually, you know these little squares, right? It gets down to the point where you guys, that's not a square, Mark, come on. It's day 32 of a 32-day camping trip. Did I mention that? The triangles, right? You get down to like 1 or 2 in the fridge. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and melt that in with the bunch too. Why not? All right, why not? Like I said, this is kind of your base recipe, and then you go from there. And I have had some magical mac and cheese recipe. I shared a story today with my good buddies and partners. I'll share it with you too. The timing was spectacular. I'll say that much. Are they related? Who knows? If you've been watching this for a number of years, and you know that we've talked about a lot of products on HSN over the years, and one of them is a Charbroil 3-in-1 smoker roasted grill. And that thing is just the gosh darn coolest thing in the whole world. And over the course of, I would say 8 or 10 years, we sold 150,000 of those on HSN. Like, it was no joke, man. That was a real deal. Millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of these machines. So, in order to have a successful run like that with a machine like that, then you've got to have some pretty good food, so, stand the test of time. So one of the things that we came up with was the pulled pork mac and cheese sandwich. All right, and I got to tell you, man, we got more emails, comments, phone calls, testimonials, on and on and on about this gosh darn sandwich. So there's a very famous regional barbecue joint in Florida that shall remain nameless, but I'm sitting in there one day for lunch as we're 7 or 8 years into this run, and on the menu now is some sort of the winner of the chef's contests of this place in the state, and one of the winners that was now on the menu was the pulled pork mac and cheese sandwich done the exact same way that we do it. Not mentioning any names.
No.
I won't do it. I won't even rhyme the name. I won't even do that. I want to. So here's what we're going to do. Little tip on cooking the macaroni, and this is from my lovely bride and camera lady. When you cook the macaroni, you're going to do it ahead of time. It's going to be a 16-ounce box. Makes life really easy. That's kind of how they come. What you're going to want to make sure you do is cook them al dente. You know what al dente means? It means undercooked, basically. You want to have that little chew. Now, personally, if you've got the time, I prefer to do it this way. Let it cool down, because what's going to happen is that's still absorbing moisture at that point. You're going to add this cheese sauce, and for me, if you cook your noodles all the way through and then add that cheese sauce right away, the problem that you come up with then is that the noodles get kind of mushy. I don't want the mush, so I like the al dente, and if you let it cool down, it really has to get back up to temperature before it starts absorbing that. So by the time it gets up to temperature again, it's going to start getting a little mushy. Your dish is done, and that way it refrigerates nicely. Blah blah blah. All right, you get it. So here we go. Our cheese sauce is ready. All right, I can tell because of the way my butt moves around. All right, if if it's got enough in it, then the butt really moves. See that? If it's too thick, then I can't do it. But as soon as it's ready, that sucker goes.
Shake it, baby.
All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pour it. Oh, by the way, I want you to see this. This is one of the product lines that I deal with. I'm not going to go into all full salesman guy pitch mode because I just noticed this earlier. This is cast iron, not enamel coated, not this, not that. It's cast iron. Keep an eye out on it on HSN in the next few days, especially Monday. Watch what happens here. Okay? When's the last time you used cast iron and it just pulled off the bottom like that? Guys, this is non-stick cast iron. You got to watch the demos on HSN. It's absolutely out of this world. We launched with an item, I don't know, a few months ago, and people went crazy over it. Their customer reviews are nuts. Look at that. Cast iron. How do you clean cast iron like that? It's goofy. So yeah, check us out for that. So now here's what you're going to do. Take your spoon, and you're just going to slowly kind of fold. Right? Is that the word we were playing with earlier? We're folding it. We're not stirring it, mashing it. I don't want to see a hand blender. You're just going to start to fold it. And as this cooks and heats and distributes in the smoker, it's going to even out a lot more than what you see here. But you do want to start to get that all mixed together. Every 20 minutes, the kids have been coming and going, is it macaroni and cheese time? Is it macaroni and cheese time? So I got to tell you, we're making these 2 batches. That's about, I would say, 18 or 19 pounds worth of macaroni and cheese. So we keep a little bit of cheese separate, like this, so we can put that right on top. Don't get too much of my emails. Top secret stuff, you know. And just give it a light. Now, this is kind of a dealer's choice type of thing. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much cheese to put on here. You go ahead and put as much cheese on that as you like. Start out with, accepting you're going to need a couple of cups and go there. So before we take this out to the smoker, here's my last little tip for you. Again, this is, like I said, a base recipe. All this is. So your smoker, your Traeger, your offset, your wood, your oven, really doesn't matter. You're going to set it at about 250 degrees. All right, if you're working with a smoker outside. An oven, you're going to shoot somewhere around 325. And what you're going to do, if you want a heavy smoke flavor, don't cover it up. All right, let it do its thing. Let that smoke really permeate. If you've used a smoked cheese and you've already got enough smoke flavor in there, but you just want to give it that little, then go ahead and cover it with tin foil. The one we've got out there, we've covered in tin foil because it had a smoked Gouda in it. And then after about 45 minutes, you're going to take that cover off. If you didn't put a cover on, you can skip this part. And you're going to add either breadcrumbs, panko stuff, whatever it is. And Trish actually shared a really good one off of our sausage plate here, sausage and cheese plate. I'm going to go ahead.
That's all you have left when you're camping.
What's that? Yeah, this is what we have left when we're camping. So what we're going to do on this one, you can do this with a rolling pin. We're camping, so I didn't pack a rolling pin. Is just go ahead and take either Ritz crackers, we like the chicken and a biscuit, and just crush these up. And at the 45-minute mark, if you've got foil on it, take it off. Go ahead and sprinkle this on top and crank the temperature about 75 to 100 degrees. And about 15 or 20 minutes longer, you're going to let that brown on top. So we've got one out there. Let's bring this out and swap them out. And then we're going to say farewell to everybody. We're going to post this recipe up for you, share it everywhere we can. And the bottom line is, guys, we've had a great summer, full of all the food, family fun, everything that we love. There's all kinds of videos online of all the food that we've seen here, from that Elvis burger to the minced ribs. We got some bacon wrapped chicken, something or others. Where's my gloves? They're in there. All right, let me go ahead and set that down there. I'm going to set this temperature back to 250. Because I'm going to get that. Oh, that's perfect. Here, let me grab the gloves. You guys can check this out. Hold on, you ready? Oh, God. All right. Dog numbers. That look good? Mm-hmm. Wow. All right, let me grab my gloves. That is perfect. Look at that bubbling away, man. That is it right there. Oh, I always used to be intimidated making like big fancy mac and cheeses and stuff. Not anymore, man. Add some bacon to the top of that. Guinness is a great thing to substitute a cup out of 3 of the milk with. Pulled pork. Holy cow. Listen, replace 1 cup of the milk with Guinness. Add the pulled pork in there. Some salt, pepper, and crushed garlic or crushed pepper flakes. God, that's good. Listen, so many variations, so many different things you can do. So much fun you can have. Let's go inside, grab a spoonful of this. Give me a chance to say goodbye to everybody. Grab a spoon and a bowl. Hey guys, again, if you've been watching us this summer, we just had the best time. We're glad you followed along. We do have our favorites of the summer almost picked out. What we do is when we're back in our backyard there in Florida, where you're normally used to joining us, we did this last summer before, we get really excited about picking some of our favorite dishes from the road. So we're going to walk you through those, and I'm going to use this because our spoon isn't clean, our spatula is broken, and we're camping. So this is what we get. Isn't that great? I love the crunch when you do these toppings. Oh, here we go. Look at that. There it is. That is a beautiful bowl of Tennessee veggies right there. My name is Mark Gill. This has been Mark's on the Grill, coast to coast on butter and toast. Thanks so much for joining us. Please share our videos. Please like and comment. Please follow all that fun stuff. We will see you when we hit our home base back in Florida with some really cool stuff, really cool new products, and some really cool recipes, guys. See you down the road.